first topic of discussion, I guess. It seems like it seems the universe heard us, Lawrence, last week, didn't it?
A fortnight ago, I think it was when the three of us were last on this podcast.
Is it a foot? Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the universe heard us, Lawrence, and
Say that Lawrence over there, I hate his guts. I want to make.
oh yeah, why?
I want to put his favourite character in the show in about 2 weeks' time. Just to piss him
Oh
off.
yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
crazy. That's
And-
so crazy they're doing that.
So does that mean it's more likely that Rex will show up?
I don't care at this point. Who the gives a it's Rex? If you do it as Ahsoka, that's hype. But that's big. I myself when they said that. They're like, go to this planet. I was like, what's the name drop here? Is it going to be something cringe? Is it going to be like, I don't know, Yoda? I know he's dead, but I don't know. And then it's like, go find Ahsoka. I'm like, oh my god.
My exact reaction, because bear in mind that up to this point I've been rather, and Anthony knows this, I've been rather outspoken on Twitter about all these casting rumours.
Oh,
You've been outspoken with me.
Wow.
Every time I brought that up, you looked you had an utter reaction of disdain.
Because to be fair though, Lawrence, there were just an endless stream of rumours about everything. So,
yeah.
To be fair, Lawrence, I was with you at a point because it was like, and then this character, and then this, and then this, and then this.
Exactly.
But no, yeah.
Don't start. I know it's gonna sound weird, but don't Star Warsify My Mandalorian. Like, don't make it too
Don't make it too
name droppy. Yeah. But I do want to say this. Okay, so just over a week ago, Lawrence was unhappy at the idea of Ahsoka. But for some reason, he seems happy about it. What's changed? Nothing. It could still be awful.
I'll talk you through my exact reaction in the moment.
Right. Go ahead then.
As I was starting with my story, before being interrupted, I've been trying
while you give me this snore, while you give me this snore fest of a story, I'm gonna eat my Terrace chocolate orange. Name drop, by the way.
Nice.
Going back to my my uni advert that I made with Ari.
Yep. Alright, now tell me, rock me to sleep.
So, as Anthony knows, on Twitter I've been going against all the rumours, calling out all the shit. And then Bo-Katan comes on screen and says, go to Corvus or whatever it is, and there you'll find Ahsoka Tano. And I just go, no!
Really?
Was that because you realised you'd have to apologise?
Yes!
Yeah.
Like, I'm ready to bet that neither of you two have read the review that I wrote on my blog, but the tagline on it is, I've got a lot of apologies to make.
No, I did read it actually, because when you messaged me that day, I hadn't seen it yet.
Right.
So I watched it that evening, I think, and then as soon as I finished, I remembered, because I don't know if you sent me a link or if you'd put it on Facebook or something like that. But to be fair, I did go and read it afterwards. Yeah, so
I read it as well. But Lawrence, what has changed? You seem excited about it.
I think it's the fact that I can't deny it as an eventuality anymore. Up to last Friday, it was like, well, there's no evidence, it's still speculation, could all still be bull. And then, you know, the whole name drop, and I'm like, well, I'm still nervous about how they're going to do it exactly. You know, is it going to be Rosario playing the character in her entirety, or are they going to have her as the body and Ashley as the voice? And I still don't know how I feel about if they do it that way.
Well, I don't know this, but what's the time difference between this and the last time we saw her? Because I always want to quickly say this. My preface for this, my issue with Ahsoka is not how she's going to look or how she's going to sound. I don't care. It's that I don't want to see her with lightsabers, because the way she is in the show, she's very agile. And I think she'll look awful on this show, doing that kind of stuff.
So, we out of the three of us who's seen the finale of Star Wars Rebels?
I've seen the finale, but I only watched it online.
The very last scene of that finale is Ahsoka and Sabine going off to find Ezra.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Now, that takes place after the Galactic Civil War has finished. So, it's after Return of the Jedi. We don't know precisely when it is.
I'm assuming it's pre Force Awakens, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's before that, yeah.
In her monologue, Sabine is referring to the entirety of the war. The war canonically ends at Battle of Jakku, which is a year after Jedi, so I'm guessing the epilogue is again. So the Mandalorian will take place about 4 years after the Rebels episode.
So it's 4 years.
4 years after the end of after the epilogue of Rebels, not after the events of the show, because they're set between 5 and 1 year before New Hope. So in terms of her age, I've got to do math now, haven't I? About 30 years. So 35-ish by Hope. 38 by Empire, 39 by Jedi. So it should be about 44.
But you don't think that she's going to be in the next episode, do you?
No.
You think she's going to be after the next episode?
My logic behind that is Carl Revers, who plays Grief Karga, is meant to be directing this week's. I think it's been confirmed that we're going back to the Bounty Hunter planet. We're meeting Cara Dune again. And then the episode after is written and directed by Dave Filoni.
And how many episodes? How many episodes would that leave us in the season?
Or is it 8? Is it 8 total?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think she'll whip out a lightsaber? I'll be so concerned about that. If I see that, I'm gonna be like, okay, what are you gonna do, Ahsoka? Calm the down. I know you want to jerk off the fan base right now, but let's keep the show good. Yeah, it was good. I guess we could talk about the episode. We've only talked about Ahsoka. You liked it, Anthony?
No, I did. Yeah, no, I liked it, but I feel like it got more interesting because I think Lawrence said it in his review. It got more interesting when Bo-Katan actually showed up. And then after that, not that the beginning of it was bad or anything, because it wasn't. It was good, but it's like
bit slow.
But it got better when she showed up. So
everything gets better when she showed up.
I didn't recognize her at first. I was with my brother, and we're both looking at her like her armor looks really familiar. I had to pause the show. I was like, I know where it's from. It's from the Darth Maul scene where he's like fucking up everyone on Mandalore. I think that's what it was anyway. And I'm like, I need to see it. I need to find her. So when I searched it, me and my brother, and we found, and we're like, oh, that's where we know her from. It was good. It was really good. And I was right, Lawrence, wasn't I? That the drowning scene, it was on the boat.
Yeah. We had a disagreement last week about because one of the trailers, I think it was, showed him, in the cage in the water when all the Quarrons are stabbing at him. Bradley said it was I was unsure. I conceded the facts on that one. And as soon as I saw the markings on her helmet, my literal reaction was, "That's Bo! Yeah!"
It's so cool. And I said this to Lance, but I love the line, or the dialogue talking about, why the you not wearing your helmets, and they're like, well,
Oh
actually,
yeah.
it's pretty normal not to wear your helmet. You're just from like this extremist Mandalorian sect. I love that. That was great.
Because I remember me and Lawrence talking about how it's really not a thing. The helmet thing is sort of just not a thing everywhere else. So,
but they did it great. They did it great.
No, yeah, they did, yeah. And as you said, she looks enough like her to where
it was really good.
It doesn't look weird.
No. They sculpted the character model of her.
Ah, okay, fair enough.
Her first appearance, they hadn't had enough time to complete the character model because she was originally a man in her first episode.
Ah, okay.
If you can think of the episode, she only appears with her helmet on, and that's because they hadn't used the head sculpt yet. But by season 5, obviously Katie would be cast in the role.
Maybe. I don't know. But she looked great. She looked so much like her character in the show. But for some reason, I don't know what it is. I don't know if you've heard about this. For some reason, I just seem to keep up with all the drama surrounding all these shows. But again, there's drama around her armor.
Oh yeah, because it has
a breastplate.
Has boobies.
I'm like, what do you want a woman to do? She has breasts. Are we not gonna give her a breastplate? Like,
it's not overly egregious either. The armor, it's not like boob socks. It's just shaped. So
it's not like Kim Kardashian walking out here slapping everyone with them. She has a little bit of breastplate. Jesus Christ! The clue is in the name.
As Bradley is saying, it could have looked worse. Like they could have gone too far the other way with it. Yeah.
The way they're making it sound is like, okay, they did it for the sake of sexualization. Until they brought it up, I didn't even notice she had a breastplate.
No, exactly. Exactly, yeah. It's
so awful. I don't know if you were in that call, but there was also drama around Yoda eating little babies. I told Lawrence
there was, yeah.
I'm like, man, you guys really have nothing else to do with your life, do you? Than to watch Mandalorian and watch a fake little alien eat fake little babies.
Yeah.
It's not something to get offended about. But what's
funny about that is that they've made like they've made a Funko Pop of Baby Yoda reaching into the bucket. Yeah, it's just so funny.
There's a Funko Pop with him and the canister.
Yeah.
That's great.
Ideas.
I don't know, man. It annoys me so much. It's such a good show. It's a nice little detail. It's a woman. What? There's going to be slight changes in the armor. Like I don't know what you want. I don't know if she had one in the show, but it's at the end of the day, it's irrelevant if she had a breastplate or not.
Her armor is identical to how it is in the shows. And nobody made a fuss about it. When it was just CG.
It's because It's because these are real people, and for some reason now that is more offensive, which I understand. Okay, if you kill someone in a show, it's less offensive than if you kill someone in a real live show, in a live show. But still, it's armor. It's not an offensive thing. I don't think I doubt he's sitting there like, ooh, I really get sexy for Bo-Katan. Can we give her some big titty test plates? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, yeah. But yeah,